friends and students. Let's learn about motivation in a psychological perspective. Often, a person has the desire and ambition to get something done or achieve a certain goal, but lacks the push, the initiative, and the willingness to take action. This is due to lack of motivation and inner drive. If one is motivated enough to do a challenging task, one will never give up, however difficult the task would be. You might have seen some people who are highly inspired and dedicated to work, and the others need to be pushed. Motivation is defined as an urge in an individual to perform goal directed behavior. Therefore, motivation cannot be inflicted from outside, but it is an intrinsic desire in a man to achieve the target or goal through performance or activity. This session will discuss on the concept of motivation, need and importance of motivation, and the different types of motivation. So, to define motivation, we could ask what inspires you, what inspires the employees, what motivates employees to provide excellent service, what inspires companies to market a company's product effectively, what lead them to work for the organization and achieve the goals set by the organization. The answers to these questions are very important. If we understand and manage the work behavior of our peers, subordinates, and even supervisors and others in an organization, if someone is not performing well, what could be the reason? Performance is important as a function of three factors which include motivation, ability, and environment. Performance can be measured as a product of ability, motivation, and opportunity. Not the sole reason why people perform well, but it is nevertheless a key influence over motivates people. Why do some employees try to reach their targets and perform excellent while others do show off at work and finish the hours? There are several theories explaining the concept of motivation. Definition: motivation is something that encourages action or feeling. By motivating, we mean to encourage and inspire. It is the process by which a person's efforts are energized, directed, and sustained towards attaining a goal. What is the need of motivation? Do you think motivation is needed? Friends, motivation is a fuel in us which needs to be ignited with sparks. Without motivation, the best powers of the mind remain in a deep sleep. Many a times, people have desire to do something or achieve something, but they lack the push so that they can take action. Motivation strengthens the ambition, increases initiative, and gives direction, courage, energy, and the persistence to follow one's goals. Motivation is like a driving force in our lives. Definition of motivation is something that encourages action or feeling. By motivating, we mean to encourage and inspire. It is the process by which a person's efforts are energized, directed, and sustained towards attaining a goal. There are two different types of motivation. It includes intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation refers to motivation that exists within the individual rather than relying on any external pressures like money, reward, fame, etc. The person having intrinsic motivation wants to perform tasks and feel pleasure in an activity rather than worried for the external reward. Means he or she would not worried about external rewards such as praise or awards. The self-motivated employees are always motivated. Intrinsically motivated employees may be more dedicated towards their work. So, basically, the intrinsic motivation may be due to happiness, desire to learn, personal ambitions, self improvement, etc. Extrinsic motivation refers to the type of motivation that is due to outside sources. Here, the person's desire of the person to do work is collected by the outside sources like money, reward, fame, etc. In organizations, extrinsic motivation is the tool used everywhere to get the work done effectively by the employees, students, and thereby improves performance. That concludes the two types of motivation. Thank you all.